So just in last we created a project called navigation. So in this navigation here now we able to see the menu which is coming from the left as well as from the right. So both sides, like before the program using the fragments, we created menu that is on the bottom of the page that we call as a bottom navigation. But this one we call as a navigation bar. So this will create two sides. So before entering into this code, first we will run this one. We will see first year output, then we can go and we discuss that. See, I'm running this. Now we will see this output first. See now here that multiple things has created here, right? So one thing here now, one is created. This we called as the floating action bar. So this is like toast. This we call as the snack bar. Then here this side one menu, and even right side also this is one menu. So this is the template like here we created here. Now if we observe here, if I open like this here in RES, so here two things like last time similar to things which is created here. One is the main, other is the activity main drawer. So next one is the navigation, right? So if you can see here that main activity and rest other as the fragments as created here like this, right? Now if I open this, so this is the navigation drawer menu which now just now be seen there, right? That menu will be here. So this we can add, like if you want here you can add one more. So I added here as slideshow one, like that you can add one more menu. So this is the right side. So even though right side also we can add. So here I'm adding that settings one. I added like this. Here two things I added here this. Then in a mobile navigation. So here in the mobile navigation, right, we need a fragment to add that. So for that, now I'm creating here one fragment. So the fragment name called as here, like I'll take the blank fragment. So I'll take this blank fragment only. So the blank fragment has created here, right? So that in this we can add one new fragment. So that is just I'll copy this slideshow one here. So this ID we curated there, right? So that we have to create here. Now from this here now, so we have to create here now. So that is the blank fragment, right? So here that is the fragment blank. So I have created like this. Then once we created this in this main activity here also we used to add that, right? So here this see all the fragments one by one is calling here. So with separation of the comma here we have to call the another fragment that is like this. So that what happened now, the menu will be created like this, so that we will create here, so that we can do this here, like, right? So that we can create here. So right, this will be created here like this, right? Now if you can see first XML side, we will check this. So activity main.xml is our main, right? So if I open this activity main.xml, so in this, what are there now? We will see first. See first in this, they're simple. Here it is the drawer layout. This is the new layout. This is advanced layout. Only this drawer layout we will use to create this one. So drawer layout. In it is included as the app bar main. So this app bar main is included, and that navigation view as included. In this navigation view, header layout main. So this is the header layout, nav header main. This is included here. So this is like on a menu on a top now what the text is displaying, that will come from this particular layout. So whatever you want, that you can modify here. Let us say instead of Android Studio, you want to modify something, like here you can modify that. So instead of this, now I'll put Raj like that. So here also you can put something Raj at Gmail or something you can put, that will be updated here. This, so here it is updated here like that. Then after that, for this the menu will be added, activity main drawer. So this is the one, from here the menu will be added into this, right? So it is included app bar main, right? So if I open app bar main, so this app bar main also has here multiple things. One is the coordinator layout, right? One is the coordinator layout, other is the app bar. So this app bar here, now if we can see here, this is the top blue color one is that app bar layout. So on that toolbar has created here, this is the toolbar. So here this is a toolbar. So the tab bar layout is closed. After that, one more layout is included, that is a content main is one more layout included. After that, floating action button, just we seen that one button came on the bottom, right? So that button, this button will called as a floating action button. So that will be included in this. Now content main, if I open this content main, so this content main will treat as our regular layout. Whatever we are doing, this content main will contains fragment. So one by one, whatever the data will be there, all the data will be replaced here one by one based on the content here, right? Now I'm running this, we will see the output now. See now this one snack bar, like here now I'm clicking home fragment, gallery fragment, slideshow. So now we created one new, that is the blank fragment. Like this, all the things will be created here, like settings. So this one we can see, if we can observe this one here now in this main activity here, app bar main app for fab icon, like floating action button, we are applying the listener, that we are replacing with like means instead of toast, now here it is using as a snack bar. So if we use the snack bar, so snack bar dot make, so this is a snack bar, replace with your own action. Like here the content is doing snack bar length and action. Null means if you want some action, you can write here action also. Listener, that we can write here. So for that we are setting an action that should dot show. It is displaying here. It is displaying here this. So like this, see how to display. And right side, what is a menu that we called as a on create option menu. So the on create option menu will be here. So that will be layout is created from here. This. So this is the entire view of this. Means this, whenever we require directly, whatever the activity we are creating, like maybe I want to create this after login menu. After login, I want the main page should be like this, means directly I can create that page on the basis of this. So like this, we are creating the this, right? So now the next step. So this is about the fragments, right? So this is about the fragment. This will be clear, right? So any questions from fragment side? Like maybe you can practice. After the practice, if you have any questions, we'll see that. So now we will see another part of that. So as of now, what we did, we created retrofit, right? You retrofit, using the retrofit, we did all operations, right, from the server side, API related. Now I want to check with one other library. I told another library, right? That is Volley. So with Volley, we will try this one. Now I have created here the Volley. So for this Volley also, like last time what we seen, that only we will discuss here. Like that is here now. I'll open the Postman. That same, whatever we did, that registration and login API. So some of the one API we will see from here. So from my workplaces. So this is the registration. So the same registration page, the same we will do here now. This we will do now here. So for that here now, I have created a project, right? So in this first, we will design the UI like username, password, email ID. So that we will create here now for this. So I'm taking the linear layout and orientation vertical right here. I'll make this as a Volley registration, Volley registration. So then here we need to drag and drop for next steps. So we need one is the text, plain text, email, password. So then we need one button, right? So for this now we have to do here. So for this here I'll change this as a layout right here. From here layout, I have created a layout of the system. Now if I can if you want to do this first here in a Gradle dependency, here we will add. So one is the data binding. So data binding enable equal to true. So data binding enable equal to true. Also for this now we required one dependency. So that dependency also we will add here. So that then only we can like for retrofit total we added 3 dependencies, right? But here we need only one dependency, so that we will add here. So that we called as here implementation. So in this within this now we have to add that is like com dot android dot com dot android dot volley volley 1.2.1, right? This is the one. Let us sync this. So compared to that, it will be very simple way we can do this. But because of the library size is the high, so that is the reason mostly the people are using that one. Also, this is not comfortable with new things, so that's the reason. Here first we'll see here. First we'll enable data binding, var binding column. So that is the activity main binding equal to null, right? So then here now here binding equal to data binding util dot. So this done. So here now binding dot. So for the button, once we click on the button, we need an action, right? So button dot set on click listener. So once we click here now, var name equal to binding dot. So text dot text. So dot to string, right? Like this, we have to add name, email, password, right? So binding that edit text email address, edit text password. So now, so for this, now we need to add one Volley request, so that we will add. So that is the request queue. So where request queue colon. So that is the Volley side request queue. So that we will add. Initially, we'll check this is the null. Right. Then before that listener, this request queue, I'm adding to this context. So that is Volley dot new request with reference of this particular class. Done. Then within this, now here I want to add that is so whatever this data is there, I want to add that into JSON object, right? So where JSON object equal to JSON object. So JSON object dot put. So name, right? Like this, we need another two. So here name, email, then password. Then this case we can get from name is for nothing but username. So password is nothing but here password. So email is nothing but here email. So added 3. Done. Then after that var JSON object request. So this is the one I'm calling JSON object request equal to, so JSON object request of, so request dot, sorry, download, not download. So directly it is request. So request, why it is coming? So request dot method. So which method we are using? Like third request method dot, this method will be here, whatever method we are using, that is the post request. So I'm using that post comma. Then we need URL. So URL, I'm taking the URL. So then whatever the JSON object is there, that JSON object I'm sending here. So JSON object. So comma here. Now here we will get the response. So that response within this here, get a response. So response. So here we are getting the response in this format. So here within this now, so response after this here will get an error also. In case if any error, we will get an error. So that error will execute this. So we need this URL. So that URL I'll define here globally. So where URL equal to, so this is the URL. So I'm taking from the postman. So I'll paste this URL here. Done. Then in case if it is an error, we will handle here, that is the toast dot make text. This at the rate main activity. So here whatever the error will come, so that error, so then toast dot length long finally dot show. Done. So then outside of this, the request queue, whatever the request queue we are using here, so means above this, above, yeah, sorry, here we refine that request key equal to So we have to add this with reference of the JSON object, like request queue dot add. So this request queue we have to add for this JSON object request. So this we have to add this. So here now we have to handle this error. Then within this now we have to display the data. So how we have to display the data, that we have to display this. Now here within this now I want to get some data here. So where res equal to response, like I'm creating one response. So this data we will get from this particular response dot. So from the response we have to get the string. So get string. What is the string here? So from here we have to see that whatever is coming here from there. So if status, so like we'll consider that status. Right. So we are getting the status. If now I'm considering the response, if response equals to response dot equals to, if this is equals to failed or success, whatever we are writing. So if it is a failed, this will execute. So else it will execute something else, right? Again, within this now I have to get one more response. So that is a res1 equal to this instead of the status. So I want this key, right? This key. So whatever the value which is coming in a key, so that I'll display in toast. So toast that make text this at the rate main activity. Then res1 comma toast dot length long finally dot show, done. So if either it should be positive or negative, the dynamic value will come. So that I'm putting here the dynamic value here, right? Now, so I want to add finally for this in the manifest file, we have to add internet permission. Like last time there also we added that internet permission, right? So that internet permission we have to add here. Here. So users permission internet. So that users permission. Also sometimes when we are using the internet permission, text clear traffic true. These two lines we have to add mandatory when we have like when we use internet connectivity. So now we will see this output. So now here name, this is the email ID. Here 1234 is the password. Now I'm clicking on this button. See, you are registered successfully. If I click again, so email already exists. So this is compared to that one, code will be very less, but this library size is the very high. So because of that high, so people are not preferring this. So people are mostly preferring that one, like retrofit. So that is the main reason that they are why they are using that one. Right? What you have no need to concentrate more on this, but just practice one program. Like keep in mind, so someone will ask, like Volley. Yes, I know. Like you can say, like I know, but I not work fully, but I have idea. If I get a chance, I can work like that. You can explain, but you have to be aware of little bit aware of this thing. That will be enough here. This. So this will be here like means basic uh, JSON handling like web services with basic things will be done. That is both that and this both are in a format of MVC architecture. So later we will see like after a few sessions we will discuss MVVM architecture. Means why I'm giving the few days, means in this few days we'll discuss some other topics. Mean that time you can aware of the, means once you practice this, that MVVM architecture could be easily you can understand. That's why that we will take. Meanwhile, we'll discuss Firebase. We will have some other topics we will cover in these days. Right. So still it is clear, or have any questions on this?
Clear, sir.
Okay. So then till this you can practice. That tomorrow freshly we can start the different topic.
Okay, sir.